and gentlemen, welcome to the Tim Comedy Theater, home of the Tucson Mayor. We're here on a Friday night at 9 o'clock. That means you're here to see the Soapbox. Before we begin, a couple of announcements. In the event of an emergency, the garage doors will open to your right. Bathrooms are located in the back of the house, last door on the right. Please silence your phone so you don't miss a moment of the funny. And now, please welcome to the stage the cast of Soapbox.
The coolest person in town to tell stories. It's our Mayor Jonathan Rothschild. So what we're going to do here is we're going to get him up. He's going to tell us some stories. We're going to improvise off those stories, and it'll be a good time. You excited to see some improv tonight? Without further ado, let's get our Mayor up on
barely see people out there.
That's the secret.
Okay, so I'm supposed to tell stories, right?
Yeah.
You know, when I get talking, I might not stop. You may not get to anything. Okay, let's start with a story. Okay, Cubs, right?
Yeah!
No. 108 years?
And counting.
All right. So let's start with a baseball story then, right? So most of us as little guys want to be star athletes, right? Right? We all want to be athletes of some kind. And I really want to be a baseball player. I want to be a baseball player more than anything in the world. I would take my tennis ball and throw it against the wall and catch it, pretend I was Maury Wills or somebody, great shortstop. But I was really never very coordinated. But one day I went out and I said, I'm going to be on the baseball team. So I went out and I started playing on our little school baseball team. And I wasn't very good. I mean, people tried to give me a chance, but it didn't take very long for them to, I was the little kid in right field, and like, oh, I hope the ball doesn't get hit over there. So we did that, and then finally we went to the big game. And I didn't get to play barely at all because I wasn't very good. But I liked being on the team, being with the guys and all that. And somehow we were in a really close game. And I'll never forget, I was about 8 years old, and these kind of dramatic things always stick with you. So hopefully you can make this funny. It was the last inning, probably the bottom of 6 for Little League. And the bases were loaded, and our team was 1 run behind. And the coach called on me and he said, Rothschild, you're out. And I had not even hit a ball all season. But I saw the situation. If I can just get a hit, we can win the game in the whole year, no matter how bad I've been. I will be the hero. So I get up there, okay? And the first pitch comes in over my head. This is good. But it was pretty fast, but it's okay. The second pitch comes in, strike. Now I think by this time the bat was just laying on my shoulder. And then the third pitch comes in, over my head again. Okay, because I'm seeing this, that I can do something good here. All he has to do is throw one in. So he throws one in, I hear the catcher say, he's not going to swing no matter what. We'll see. So, ball comes in pretty good. I must have missed it by like 3 feet. Okay, it's 2-2. I got a shot, right? Next ball comes in the dirt. I don't swing. It's 3-2. All I need to do is have the guy throw a ball out of the strike zone. I will walk down to first base. The guy will score. The game will be tied, and I will be the hero of the game. Right?
Yeah.
improv.
Geez, I got a lot of money on the other team. Hey, you're the worst player. Go play the game that I never taught you how to play.
Coach, I broke my leg and
Put the crutches. Yeah, swing with the crutches.
swing with the crutches.
Yeah, throw a touchdown.
What sport is this, Coach?
I don't want you to know. It's further like gambling.
But, I mean, Ryan's up in the batting order and he's our top hitter.
Yeah, and I told him to go home. We made this too close. They were supposed to beat us by 4 runs. That was my spread. Go up there and
I'm really enjoying Pete Rose coaching Little League. I want to tell you something. I was sitting in my room and I was thinking about my life and I was like, I'm small, I'm not very strong.
Yes.
I'm going to be an accountant. I'm going to go as far as I can in the world of accounting.
Okay, I feel like that's a really good spot for you, honey.
Good, I was so nervous telling you. I know that you used to play softball at the
Please, come
university.
here. Oh my gosh.
You
Are
see,
you
we're
kidding
in
me?
his bedroom and he has just spreadsheets, Excel spreadsheets.
I know this is, I can imagine this is hard for you, but we've known this for some time. We've seen it coming. You know, and we'll love you no matter what. Even if you are an accountant.
accounting school. All right, welcome to your first day.
Yeah.
First step of counting, counting. Count how many push-ups you guys can do. We get by the sweat of our brow. This is our senior accountant kid. Question.
I've been doing spreadsheets since I was 8 years old.
Whoa, we don't start lifting spreadsheets till later. Get down and do some push-ups and count them.
One.
Yeah, that's a count.
One.
That's right. 3. 4. Hey, you're falling way behind, kid.
5. 3.
You know, son, we love you here at this accounting firm. You're the best CPA we've had.
Thanks, boss.
But I wanted you to let you know that you gotta pull your weight on the business softball team, okay? Because that's more important.
So
So
I don't know. I have to tell you a story, boss. Sometimes emotional things hit you, and they stay with you for a long time.
Whoa, I wasn't expecting that.
I know we're not supposed to get personal in the works.
No. No, not.
No emotions.
But like, my mother
Oh, no.
is Jenny Finch.
What? What? Can she play on our team?
Who are you voting for?
I'm probably gonna write someone in.
Just make sure they're not a Cubs fan.
Right.
So I voted for the whole school council based on what teams they liked in the baseball league.
Really?
Yeah, and it's hard because they don't always put that on their website, so you have to ask.
Yeah, that's a lot of information. I'm not sure that I want to do that kind of research. Normally when I'm like making my decisions, I just base it off of like the color of their suits or pantsuits. Like if I like the colors of what they're wearing, like I'm all about it.
Well, what jerseys do you like in the MLB? Based on those colors, that's a responsible voter.
I completely agree. I've been waiting for a team that's like turquoise and neon green, and I vote for that unconditionally. That's why I have to write someone in, because no one's wearing that, to my knowledge.
Not to my knowledge.
Yeah.
Well, what's your second favorite combination of colors? We'll get to the bottom of this.
Okay, so I just need to tell you a good combination. You'll tell me who I need to vote for. Will this like help me on my full ballot?
Yes.
Okay, well, I really like red and brown.
That's an ugly combination.
That's really judgmental. I feel like you're judging me for my values.
No,
and
I'm
what I
not
believe.
judgmental. Look, this is red and this is brown.
Hello, this is, I'm the general manager of the Cleveland Browns. What's the problem, sir?
Well, I normally only focus on baseball teams, but I was just looking at your team,
Uh-huh.
and I thought, man, they're as ugly as they are bad.
Cindy, I know I failed on every sales pitch this whole quarter.
You've sucked.
But
Yeah.
I know that if you put me in on the most crucial sales pitch of our entire history of a company, I can make it up. I can make it up to you, and then I'll be the hero.
Okay, I'm gonna level up here. All right, listen, we've got a sales pitch.
Yeah.
It's to get people to go underground for an incoming nuclear attack. If you can't sell this to the world, we're all gonna die. And I feel like,
I'm sorry, what?
I feel like maybe this is what you've been waiting for.
First of all, is there an impending nuclear attack that I'm unaware of?
Yes.
Okay. Sure, I'll put that aside.
I just want to, okay, so you weren't able to get those juice boxes into that elementary school. That was too hard for you.
Sweet.
President Obama?
Sir? That you are telling people nothing pending? Nuclear? Disaster?
Should I be keeping my mouth shut, sir? I'm sorry, but I think people should get prepared.
Yes.
Oh.
I will get out of office. Leave it to
Is Michelle here? Because I'd love to get a chat in with her and see those arms one last time. Okay. May I enter a national treasure? Thank you. Okay, Sir, I'm going to tell people about the nuclear attack, and our best sales lady is on it. She's going to just not just let
I'm
people.
gonna throw two things at you.
Yes.
We need in those shelters. We need juice boxes. Okay.
Okay, no.
First of all. Okay,
Okay,
right?
okay, you don't have to sell the juice boxes anymore. They're done.
But nuclear disaster will be like underground for all time. Juice boxes can be handy, right?
Okay, sure.
Cut to an underground bunker 7 months later. The nuclear disaster has happened.
So whatever happened on that last pitch, I guess it was a nuclear disaster. That's great. All right, well, you get out a little and you move on a little in life, not very far. So how many of you here remember the Prince Drive-In? God, come on, let's cheer for that. Because I feel a little old in my young state. So, another story from a little boy youth. Now I can drive, but not very well. And we decided one night we're going to go to this drive-in. That's what you do when you're 16 years old in Tucson in 1970, 60 something. And we were going to go see, me and my two buddies, McCabe and Mrs. Miller and Clockwork Orange. Now, I don't want to tell you how we prepared to go to see those movies. But it may become apparent as I tell you how I drove into the movie. So we drive into the, before we drive into the movie theater, we don't have enough money for all three of us. So we take one of our buddies and we put him in the trunk of my car. Sort of, I think, a traditional way to go to the movies. And so we drive in, we pay for the two of us, and we go in and spy where they have the food. And for some reason, I don't know why they set the theater up like this, but the cars would get closer together as you were driving down the lane. I'm sure it was that way. And so I drove as far as I could, and then I couldn't get through any further. But I was insistent that I was going to get through. So I drove, but I bumped one of the cars, okay? And my buddy in the trunk goes, "What's going on?" And I said, "Well, I'll back up, because obviously there's something wrong with this route." And I'll back up, but as I backed up, I hit a couple other cars. Just people trying to watch a movie. And so somehow I said, well, I've got to get through. So I just hit the gas and went all the way through and bumped a bunch of cars. I'm thinking that probably it's time to leave the movie theater. So I drive to the exit, but the movie's just started and the exit is closed. So I go, well, that's okay, we'll go and park at the end of the movie theater. Nobody will notice this. And we'll watch the movie. Pretty soon, about these 6 big guys knock on the window. They, you know, could you put your window down? No, we're fine here. And at that point, I think we get my buddy out of the trunk. And he says, well, I think I hit some cars. He says, we really got to get out of here. And I go, I don't know how to get out of here. Well, let's go back through the front, okay? So I start to go through the front as these 6 guys start chasing me. And so the Clockwork Orange movie turns into a Dirty Harry movie while I'm going out the front while cars are still coming in and I'm up on 2 wheels. So it's okay, I'm here. So we decide that we're going to spend the rest of the night just chilling out at one of my buddy's houses because we probably don't want to be on the streets while, Anyway, and that was fine. And when I went home that night, the way I could park my car, there was a bush, big old tree by where I used to park, and then there was kind of a dent in my car. And my folks came out the next day and said, somebody must have hit me in the parking lot. I think that was in February. In May, I was out in the back, still throwing that baseball up in the air, and my dad came up. And he said to me, son, what happened to your car? And you kind of know. But I'm not going to, well, I'll let you improv.
It's so romantic that you took me out to the drive-in. It's just the 2 of us, get to know each other, and just glad you took the initiative because I'm feeling really distant from you.
Oh, I've been feeling that too, and I thought this movie would be perfect to bring us back together.
Kiss her. What?
Huh?
Did you say something?
Oh, I thought this was probably. Let me roll up the windows. Probably outside or something.
Yeah, probably.
Or just a bird outside.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Birds can talk. Or never mind, it's fine. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Clockwork Orange is so disturbing though. It's like the most romantic movie. But I appreciate it.
Well, I just figured we'd roll up the windows and we wouldn't be able to hear it.
Yeah,
I didn't know the visuals were going to be so disturbing.
Yeah.
I figured,
Let's close my eyes.
Honestly, I figured we'd just be mashing so much face.
You know what? Okay, that was too delayed for me to even believe it. There's someone in the car with us.
No, there isn't.
Okay.
I'm throwing my voice. I'm doing it ventriloquist. It's a surprise.
That's the least sexy thing you can practice for me. Of all the things you could get fit and ready for ventriloquism.
Yeah, okay, maybe I put my eggs in the wrong basket. Okay. Listen, Ted is in the back. Come on, Ted. Come on. Hey. You know Ted, he never has enough money to go to the drive-in, so I figured I'd sneak him into the drive-in. Honestly, I figured we'd be mashing so much face. You wouldn't even notice it. Lisa, you want to tell me what happened to your car last week?
Sure.
Yeah, tell me that story again. We see that the car is crushed up into a tiny cube.
You know, the usual. I went to school. I saw a bird flying across the road.
Typical bird activity.
Right. I swerved because I don't want to get killed. Right.
Typical human response.
I swerved. I hit a pylon. There was a pylon on the side of the road. Don't ask me why. I thankfully jumped out of the car, and it just, it must be one of those new reactions to an accident where it's for safety, but it doesn't seem like it's for safety. And it's just a cube now.
Okay, Lisa.
Yep.
We got a check in the mail today from the Demolition Derby for $250. It's to you.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
What's to you? Parentheses, Lisa, the truck smashing goddess.
Well, I got a summer job there. Not destroying cars, incidentally enough, that they just call me that. And, they love me there. I do concessions.
Lisa, why is there so much blood on the cube?
Funny story. So, for Halloween, I decided to be a vampire.
Lisa, why is your leg mangled horribly?
Another funny story. I go dirt biking, and I ran over my own leg.
Does that explain why your dirt bike is also covered in blood?
Not such a funny
I'm just gonna put this on the car.
Okay. I don't know if these stories are funny anymore, but I'll tell you another one. Oh my God, Jerry. I swear to God, you're not going to be able to fit this car through that parking spot. Please don't try.
I have this. I've been practicing parking since I turned 16.
16 in 3 months.
Got it. What? I changed her a little bit more to the left. This is a technique of parking. I'm sorry you don't understand. So keep going to the left. And keep going to the left. Right, now this car is going to pass through our
That worked out much better than I expected.
This car's gonna go straight to the front.
I see my life flashing before my eyes. Oh my God. I just want to go. I never thought I would say this, but I actually just want to go to class. I just want to go to high school.
Well, yeah, I'm not going to make you walk a step farther.
Let's do one more before whatever happens after that. And so we'll will become an adult, sort of. And so after I got elected mayor, which was in 2011, it was kind of a big deal, not for me. Both myself and a fellow in Phoenix by the name of Greg Stanton is the mayor of Phoenix. And it was the first time that two Democrats had been elected mayor of Tucson, Phoenix at the same time, in over 20 years. Yeah, that's right. But President Obama was getting ready to run for president in 2012. And so he invited 10 mayors to the White House. And Greg and I were two of them. And it's a pretty big honor. Because I think he thought at the time, well, maybe Arizona would turn blue. But you know, we never can tell, right? We never can tell what's coming out. Didn't work out for us. So we got invited to the White House, and Greg and I went. We went with 8 other mayors, and they were really great mayors. 2 mayors who had been mayors. One, a fellow from Charleston, South Carolina, been mayor for like 40 years there. In Columbus, are kind of like the deans of the mayors. A woman from Houston who had just been elected, a really good mayor. But the way they did it was you have to come into the White House, and getting into the White House now is pretty difficult. The security is incredible. You have to basically take everything off and make sure you're totally clean. And even then, they walk you through 2 or 3 different kind of metal detectors. But then we got into the White House, and that was nice. And you're in the White House, and we're in the part of the White House that a lot of people don't get into. And so it's kind of neat. And you're feeling pretty good about yourself. You're feeling, yeah, I'm going to go be president. And so you get a little bit happy. And me and Stan have known each other for a while. I go, oh, look at this. There's Mrs. Jefferson's China, okay, just hold that right there. And we would go around. And so what they did was instead of the president seeing us all together, he decided to see us one at a time. And so one would get called, another would get called. We're out there for a while. And so pretty soon, to break the ice, we're just sitting there laughing and telling jokes and probably being inappropriately loud and making fun of whatever we could see. Oh, look at that old document. And I think that was Mrs. Bush was still there. No. So we're there, and then it's just me and Greg left. We're the only 2 left. The other 8 have been around. And all of a sudden, and we're just laughing and being pretty obnoxious, really. And all of a sudden, the little Air Force person comes out and says, Mayor Rothschild, the President of the United States would like to see you.
Welcome to the White House. Please strip down.
I can take off my coat. I have a wallet and a phone in my front pocket.
Okay, that's a start.
Want me to take off all of my clothes?
Yes.
Before I can go to the White House?
Yes, sir.
Do I get them back before I see them?
Oh, of course. Yes, of course. Did you shower today? Are you clean physically?
I kind of did the airplane shower here in the cockpit.
Okay, that's going to delay it for a bit then, because we're going to have to.
All right, welcome to the second stage. You're fully naked. Tell us your darkest secret. What are you most uncomfortable with?
I don't know, I didn't have the best relationship with my dad.
While you do this, can you spread them and bend down?
All right, welcome to the third stage. Glad to see you got your clothes back on. You must feel a lot more comfortable. What's your favorite scene in Clockwork Orange?
Mayor.
Oh, mayors, get in here, mayors. All the mayors.
What's up?
We're gonna see the president soon.
I know you've been looking forward to this. I got 240s for everybody. Get a 40.
That up to my right.
And the 40 hands.
You guys, okay, I don't know if you've seen this, but that's the Declaration of Independence.
Talk about old paper.
I wonder if there's something like written on the back. I saw a movie. Nick Cage. True story. I love Nick Cage.
Oh, what if when we meet the president, all we do is talk in our best Nick Cage impersonation? Now, check him out!
You go first, you go first.
You go.
Oh, what? Where's my taxation documents? That's funny because he's in trouble with the law.
Check me out, check me out. I ride a motorcycle with a skull.
Oh, here's one. I'm an angel. Was Nick Cage should say
You know, I don't know if I want to suggest this or anything, but I got some spray paint cans.
Oh, wait a minute. How'd you get that through the 3 layers of security? That's suspicious.
I had to take a poop.
They didn't check the button.
Well, she said she had to take a poop, so I think she ate it and swallowed it and digested it so they wouldn't see it in the cavity. Because they don't check your intestines.
No.
They don't check your
Oh gosh.
Look at that old China though.
I bet they're like Martha Washington China. This is what they around here, right?
Martha.
Yeah, but that's not microwave safe.
Hey, only one way to find out.
Oh, good thing there's a microwave outside of the Oval Office.
How long should I do it?
45 minutes.
Oh, okay,
45 minutes.
You ever wonder why can you do something in a microwave for that long? Like, that's silly, but.
I wonder if any place would probably just disintegrate if you put it in there for 45 minutes. But let's check this
But
old
especially
China.
a stupid old place.
Oh, look, the paint's melting off.
History.
Mr. Mayor, I represent the White House Welcome Committee, and I'm sorry to say I'm here to take back all the artifacts you got from your visit to see the president. You see, we had a deal. You were to turn Arizona blue. So we get your presidential seal, notebook paper, paperweight, selfie with the president, signed picture with the president, and any evidence of your trip there is completely erased. Listen, man, do you know what I'm up against out here? We're into Maricopa County. I'm sorry, do you remember what the President of the United States was up against? Literally years of history working against him. He turned North Carolina blue. Have you been to Charlotte? Listen, man. One name. Joe No wonder you didn't turn this state blue. You have no manners.
Hey guys, I don't mean to interrupt, but while you're here, do you guys see juice boxes? Shelters or an
since Jan Brewer's been out of office, she's been trying to prepare us for like a nuclear disaster. I don't understand.
You just let Jan Brewer run around willy-nilly?
Can I get her number?
Your move.
I have Capri Suns. I'm just saying it.
Okay, it's my fault. I tried so hard.
Cut to him trying so hard in Maricopa County. Hey, how many guns can you hold at once?
Goes well. We are going to take a quick 5-minute intermission. If you need the bathroom, it's down the hallway to the right. If you need a snack, you can get one of those. We'll be back in 5. Thank you so much!
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the stage the cast of Soapbox.
Presentation at TENWEST. We have a quick dinner for the second half of the show. This is Jamie Lauterbach Colby. Julie. I got the last thing right, Rod, right though.
That's impressive.
Yeah, I was focusing so much on that because you were like, try it, and I was like, oh. Sorry, I messed up your first name. She's an author in town, and she works with the FEMA Council for the Arts. Really cool. So let's give her a round of applause.
And John Muir Trail. About 20 miles along the trail, right after Yosemite, you get to your first real highland body of water, and it's called Ruby Lake. And we were really excited to get into Ruby Lake. It was our second night on the trail. We had already climbed about 10,000 feet in elevation over the course of 2 days. We just kind of go up and down. This was like our first smooth sail into camp, and we were on the trail for about a month. So this was 2 days in. Our calves were sore. We were so exhausted and tired, and we just could not get ready enough for a nice night's sleep. We were going to fill up our waters, and everything was going to be great. We might even have gone fishing in the lake or something like that. So we were reading up about Ruby Lake, and you know, there's always like good backpacking narratives that you can pull from. The hiker's guides back then were really, really informative. But what they didn't tell us is that there is a bear that hangs out and loves Ruby Lake. And loves it because it loves people like Janelle and I who get into camp and you're just so exhausted and tired that you leave your food exposed for 2 seconds. So we had our bear canisters out, we were in our tent, going over the maps for the next day. I think I was brushing my teeth. And they tell you on the John Mayer Trail, it's gotten so bad, you can't even sleep with your toothpaste in your tent. You have to put it in your bear canister as well. So I was brushing my teeth. The canister was right outside. And all of a sudden, I stop in the middle of reading, and I hear this rustle outside of the tent. And Janelle and I look at each other. You know, we're kind of halfway kicked back. I've got my shoes off, that kind of thing. Just lounging in the tent, trying to get some peace. Janelle had brought smoked salmon down from crazy girl. She had brought smoked salmon with her from her family's fishery up in Alaska, and that's what she was going for on this trail. So I just take a peek out of the tent, and I see this black bear just rustling about we're a good distance apart. Okay, there's the black bear. He's got my bear canister. His drool is all over the place. And he sees me and he takes off with the bear canister. We are 2 days on the trail and that is half of our food, all right? So I look at Janelle and I say, let's go after him.
God! Toothpaste! Smoke sand! Would it kill them to leave a little floss? I have terrible gingivitis! You wonder why bears are so goddamn angry? Maybe because their gums are itching and bleeding out.
I mean, couldn't they bring some, like, anti-inflammatory drugs? I've got swelling.
Guys, good news.
No, it's
I found some preparation eggs.
I don't know why we're not rubbing our assholes on bark, but hell! That's all our only option was,
Hey,
though!
buddy, rub your asshole on this.
I'll go first. Hey guys, this is a special occasion. Don't tell Smokey, but I found some fireworks.
Honey, it's time. We're going to discover ourselves on the Pacific Crest Trail. I've read Wild.
They just released Stranger Things 2. Does 11 come back?
You know what? You know what's a stranger thing?
What?
Our reliance on technology. We should disconnect from this world and find ourselves.
Cut to 3 days later, they're alone and shivering in the forest.
I really want some waffles.
I told you we should have stayed at home. I don't know what happened, and it's on the internet now, and I'm going to see it because I'm a blog reader.
I don't know why we did this. Why did you let us do this?
No, why didn't you let us? You remember when I said, you said I want to disconnect from the world, and I said, Barbara disconnected from the world and she didn't come back!
10 days later, they haven't had any food.
I don't remember the little kid's name, but I know what he feels like. Being in the upside down so long.
I'm ready to pull my own teeth out. So I
Why?
don't sound like that kid.
Hey guys, it's me. Oh, look at you weaklings haven't eaten for 10 days. Yeah.
Your hair is so ugly.
Don't say mean things to Barbara.
I thought you were gonna say luscious and beautiful because that's how I perceive it, but I don't have a mirror. I'm so disconnected from the world.
How does it all end?
Stranger Things 2 or this?
These hiking manuals are too helpful. I think the new version, we have to take out most of the tips.
Really?
Yeah, see, hikers, they have it too easy. Instead of, like tip number 1, new one, wear shoes.
That's like giving away all the secrets right there.
See, in this old one, it told them where all the bears are. New one, we're not going to tell them.
No.
Keep me a surprise.
You have to keep it interesting, otherwise nature's unpredictable.
Make it to the trail. Yeah, I don't know, it just says it's a mountain, good luck.
We'll be at the top of Everest tonight.
And you know what? These maps are too accurate.
I agree.
Let's just put Everest on every map. And let's flip it so it's not the right direction.
Right, let's put it on every continent and see what happens.
And let's paint it green so they think it's not snow.
Not snow. Right.
Wow, we are so talented. We're at the top of Everest.
I don't know, man. This looks a lot like a Carl's Jr.
So right here.
I know, we followed the map as well as we could.
Yeah, and there's a Carl's Jr. on the top of Everest on this map. We've done it.
Oh.
Take a picture, man. We're like,
Come back. And then like.
You two are geniuses! Carl's Jr. is the #1 fast food company in the world! Everyone's going there because they think they're going somewhere else! They said we couldn't be McDonald's and Burger King, but you crazy kids did it!
It's the $6 burger.
Guess what I found?
I hope it's good news.
I found some tampons and some Nyol.
So I guess we'll end on the Tucson note, quintessential Tucson night of balding. So a couple of weeks ago, I'm ashamed to say this, but I played my very first game of poker for money. Took me long enough. So the night started out, there was a very lovely preview event for Chamber Lab. Anyone for Chamber Lab here? Yay! It's up and coming. Watch your radars. So a preview for Chamber Lab, some friends and I, 2 of them are here tonight. We kind of, we didn't want the evening to end, so we had just had heard some lovely music, heard some lovely stories. Of course, we go to Hotel Congress for a little nightcap, and we're talking, some friends come, some other artists, and my friend's brother, one of 3 triplets, comes and says, hey, we should all go back to my artist studio and play poker for the night. I've got a bottle of whiskey. Sounds pretty good after a drink at Hotel Congress. So we walk to his artist studio. I have never been in a more bizarre artist studio than this. We walk in, and there are illuminated baby dolls everywhere. And they are moving. They are motorized moving baby doll, and little parts of baby dolls moving and flexing in their motion. There are Barbie dolls and heads. You've been to the studio.
I am so in. Where is it? I want the address.
Excellent.
I've been looking for parts for my baby dolls for years.
Tucson connection. This is how it evolves.
This is how we.
So we sit down for our game of poker, and I hit it off right away. I win. It's beginner's luck. I know I lose everyone after that. But all throughout the evening are these almost under the sea like motions behind me, and I'm looking, and baby dolls telling their stories.
Guys, I think we should be more like the ocean.
Like more fluid.
Yes, fluid. Robot babies.
I'm a Barbie doll. I used to sell airplane tickets in a former life.
Now you are a current.
Now I am a current in the ocean that is this wall of mechanic dolls.
I only have one arm.
My eye doesn't float the right way.
Listen, Trisha, I just don't understand why more people aren't coming into my cool artist studio.
I don't get it either. This is brilliant. To me, this speaks to the magnitude of life. It's like a life cycle thing and the impermanence of the world.
Hey, I'm
longer. Oh my God.
That happens so much. It's like people walk in here and they don't understand that life is a circle and babies are a circle of life.
Sorry. Forgot my phone. All right, I'm out of here.
It just speaks to me, you know? Like, I wonder, like, what are they saying?
Yeah.
How do they feel?
They feel good! Pissed.
Yeah, I don't have any life left in me.
When did that guy even put his phone down?
I don't know.
I'm stuck.
Oh, see, that one's stuck. It's like death.
All right. You guys are my two triplet brothers. Brought you here today because I wanted to try one more time to try to do our collaborative art project that we've been trying to do. But we keep fighting before we get finished. It already feels tense, I'll say that.
Oh, well, yeah, you know why it's tense is you're throwing around all these accusations about how tense it is. Look at him here, man.
I don't know what you're talking about. I came here to do some cool art with my favorite bros. All born at the same time.
You see in front of them, they have a box of Crayola markers and some construction paper.
Don't touch Peach. How many times I have to say that? I need the peach crayon. Okay? So we're gonna start, but if you guys even look at the peach crayon, it's going down. Okay?
Peach!
Yeah, peach crayon.
There's a sign in front of them that says no emotions.
I'm going against my own studio rules right now. Break the peach. Broke the peach crayon.
I'm so glad you broke that peach crayon. Please we're breaking that peach crayon.
That was a warning shot.
Listen, I have been holding in that 35 years, man. You know what Mom used to say when we would get together? She would utter that phrase. Why don't you two say it at the same time?
I feel like it would have more emotional impact for all of us.
I was just thinking like I'm the one that maybe has the emotion pent up, so I shouldn't say it because I don't want to let that emotion out. Okay, well, I'll say it at the same time.
Wait.
1 minute. It is time to be creative. His mom's gone.
Yeah, we were gonna make a farewell card for her months ago, and we haven't been able to get together to do
One
it.
thing. We get to the funeral, not touch the coffin. Go.
And now
I want to carry Mom's coffin as the only soul Paul has. Not touch it.
That's the fingering over the coffin at the funeral.
Get your stupid hands off me! What am I like this too?
We all came out of her at the same time.
You know, Daryl, if you pick that coffin up, it's just gonna, there's gonna be no one to counteract the other side, and Mom's gonna go tumbling out of it. Is that what you want?
Do you remember what Mom said on her deathbed? She looked the three of us in the eyes. Cut to Mom on her deathbed.
How many nights can you kids hold?
I think she's having a fever dream.
Got back to the cup.
Did you try it after that? See?
That what? I'm
Try.
Honey, I'm so sorry about him, Mom. I just feel like this is the perfect time. We never got to it. If you're up for it, to mash face.
Tucson Improv Movement. We do shows every Friday and Saturday at 7 and 9.
7:30 and 9.
7:30 and 9. Oh, I said a bad thing. And tonight, every Friday night at 10:30, we do a free show, and that's starting in 15 minutes. Tonight, this is a very special week. We had the mayor here. That was really exciting too. But we Tucson Improv Movement are turning 4. But this is our 4th anniversary. We're having a big kind of like party. There's going to be cake and all
Costco cake. It's really good.
Yeah.
Hey, Costco pizza.
We don't have pizza, but so a whole bunch of people from the company, like a whole bunch of people that perform with us, like our whole performing company is going to be doing a show. So you should come and check it out.
Stay right there and check it out.
Yeah, all those things.